Hello, Shalom, Namaste, Sasri Akal, Assalamu Alaikum to everyone, and I would like to welcome you all to Adam's Day 2021. My name is Noor, and I will be your live host for today, alongside with Sadaf Salman. We would both like to warmly welcome everyone today on the behalf of a great Sufi master of our time, Khwaja Shamsuddin-Azeemi, and the management from Azeemia Sufi Order in Canada and the United States. So this is our 14th Adam's Day in Canada, so it is truly an honor to have everyone present. Firstly, Adam's Day is a day which celebrates the coming together of all people from different walks of life, religions, and cultures. Unity in diversity is something that Adam's Day exemplifies from bringing everyone together and truly celebrating diversity. We will now begin with taking everyone to the live YouTube premiere of Adam's Day 2021.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين آمنوا والذين هادوا والنصارى والصابين من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر وعمل صالحا فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون.
I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. From the Quran, chapter number 2, verse number 62. Truly those who believe, and those who are Jews, and the Christians and the Sabians, whosoever believes in God and the last day and do righteous deeds shall have their reward with their Lord. No fear shall come upon them, nor shall they grieve. From the Jewish scriptures, Psalms chapter number 145, verse number 9. The Lord is good to all. He has compassion on all he has made. From the Christian scriptures, Romans chapter number 10, verse number 11 to 13. For the scripture says, whoever believes in him will not be put to shame, for there is no distinction between Jew and Greek, for the same Lord is Lord for all, abounding in riches for all who call on him. For everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. From the Hindu scriptures, Gita, chapter number 4, verse number 11. O Partha, whosoever worships me through whatsoever path, I verily accept and bless them in that way. Men everywhere follow my path.
Good evening, Namaste, Shalom, Assalamu Alaikum. On behalf of our Patron-in-Chief, Khwaja Shamsuddin-Azeemi and the Azeemia Foundation, welcome to Adam Day. Hazrat Khwaja Shamsuddin-Azeemi intended for Adam Day to be celebrated throughout the world, for it to serve as a reminder that when we strip away our various traditions, cultural and religious practice, social and occupational status, that we are all the same. We all want the same thing, to live a happy and peaceful life. Our most basic needs are that we need food, clothing, and restful sleep. We need shelter, and we want to have a family that can live in a safe and peaceful community, free from violence and inequality. Unfortunately, at present, this is not the case, as demonstrated by the news. Daily reports of war, oppression, violence, and inequality make the headlines. Just as COVID-19 spread across the world, causing illness, disability, and death, man's animosity towards fellow man has swept across communities and countries, breeding fear, conflict, and death. Hazrat Khwaja Shamsuddin Azeemi and the Azeemia Foundation want to help mankind realize there is another way, a better way, in which we can fulfill our needs and live peacefully. And so the concept of Adam Day was created. All major religions believe and agree that the first creation placed on earth was a man called Adam, who with his wife Eve lived on earth and had a family. This family has grown and spread across the world. If we remember our heritage, then all men are brothers and all women are sisters, as we are the descendants of Adam and Eve. We are their children. We should live together as a happy family. Hazrat Khwaja Shamsuddin Azeemi's point is nicely demonstrated by the following Buddhist quote. A family is a place where minds come in contact with one another. If these minds love one another, then the home will be as beautiful as a flower garden. But if these minds are out of harmony with one another, it is like a storm wreaking havoc. We can live in harmony if we behave like family and desire for our brothers and sisters what we would want for ourselves. By doing this, we would change the world narrative from that of violence, inequality, and animosity to one of peace, tolerance, and acceptance. The single biggest step that we can take to achieve this is to restrain our anger and practice forgiveness. Anger is problematic as it takes away a person's ability to reason in that moment, reducing him to aggression and violence. Anger breeds further negativity, as the person or group at whom the anger is directed will either become fearful, feel hatred, or retaliate with violence. This is why it is better to control one's anger and to be forgiving. Each major religion exhorts us to refrain from anger. Bible Proverbs 14:29. Whoever is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who is quick to anger displays great folly. Buddhism. You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. Talmud. Anger in the home is like rottenness in fruit. Hinduism. The man consumed by anger does not easily acquire generosity, dignity, courage, skill, or other attributes possessed by men of character. Sikhism. All the wicked are ruined by their anger. Anger steals the wealth of the self within. Islam. Those who spend in Allah's cause, in prosperity and adversity, who repress anger and who pardon men, verily Allah loves the doers of good. It is clear that God loves those who control their anger. We should start by practicing this. Hazrat Khwaja Shamsuddin Azeemi invites you to participate in a social experiment. Actively get to know 4 or 5 neighbours on your street. Find things you have in common. Help one another when you are in need. If we all do this, then we will have created a peaceful neighbourhood, community and society. We can bring about the change that we want to see. We are the solution. If we remember that we are brothers and sisters to one another, that we belong to one family, the family of Adam. It is for this reason that the Azeemia Foundation is proud to welcome you to the Adam Day celebration. We are honoured to host the messages of peace from many different countries and faiths. These messages should inspire us to make a positive change and to realise that there is more that unites us than divides us.
Justin Trudeau was elected as Canada's 23rd Prime Minister on October 19, 2015. He is the eldest child of the former Prime Minister Peter Elliott Trudeau. Our Prime Minister is a big supporter of diversity and unity and peace amongst people from all different backgrounds and religions and cultures. Now I would like to request Mr. Jansher Syed to read a message from the Prime Minister himself.
Here is the written message for Adam Day from Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau. It is with great pleasure that I join you in celebrating Adam Day 2021. The message of Adam Day, diversity, peace, love, and harmony are all values that Canadians share from coast to coast to coast. Unity in diversity, a central theme of Adam Day, is especially important to all Canadians, as diversity is not only Canada's strength, but also a vital component of our national fabric. While diversity is a pillar of our nation's national character, we also recognize that much work remains to be done as we continue to work towards a more inclusive and equitable society for everyone. Over the years, Adam Day, founded in 2003 by Mr. Khwaja Samsuddin-Azimi Sahib, has been celebrated in Canada, the UK, and the USA. This year, we face significant challenges, including the COVID-19 pandemic, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Azimi Sahib for continuing with his efforts in spreading love, peace, and brotherhood both here in Canada and around the world. Happy Adam Day to all. So thank you to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau for your thoughtful message on Adam Day and for recognizing diversity as a pillar of Canada's national character.
Unity and diversity are the core value that Adam's Day stands for, and the unity of all people from different cultures, backgrounds, and religions. With that, I would like to invite Mr. Eric Lareste, who is a journalist and producer for news and current affairs on the Canadian Broadcasting Corp, CBC, for the past 35 years and is also national coordinator for the Brahma Kumaris Centers in Canada. Eric will be talking about the significance of unity and diversity on behalf of Brahma Kumaris, and now I will be passing it over to Mr. Eric Lareste.
Greetings of peace and harmony to each and every one. My name is Eric Lareste, and on behalf of the Brahma Kumaris organization in Canada, I'm very happy to share some thoughts on this auspicious celebration of Adam's Day by the Azeemia Spiritual and Healing Center in Mississauga. I have to admit that before being asked to share some thoughts, I wasn't very familiar with the Azeemia Sufi Order. So I looked in the internet and watched quite a few videos and got very involved actually in appreciating the efforts and all the work that has been done for almost 20 years soon in celebrating Adam's Day. It's a beautiful way to promote a message of peace and unity, certainly. I see also many common ideas and values in the mission of the Azeemia Sufi Order and the Brahma Kumaris World Organization. I even see common roots since the Brahma Kumaris International Organization was based in Karachi when it was started in 1936. I see that also there are so many different faith and spiritual movements in the world who really want from the bottom of the heart to promote that unity. And despite such great diversity in the world, we sometimes wonder if it's possible to bring people together when there is so much, such a great gap between our belief system, sometimes our value system, certainly our convictions and beliefs. I've been working in the media as a journalist and producer for more than 30 years now. And unfortunately, very often I can only witness how difference of opinion create chaos, division, wars. So how to create this unity and harmony despite the diversity? When I was reflecting on this, I was thinking that maybe starting the other way around could also be helpful. And instead of searching unity in diversity, maybe appreciating diversity in unity. For this, I mean that the celebration of Adam's Day is very inspiring for me, and from what I understand, it's a way to look at the source, at the origin of where we all come from. And if we understand the seed, the power of the seed, then we appreciate the beauty of the tree. We say that if you hold a seed in your hand, you're holding the whole tree. And if my eyes are focusing on the branches and the fruits and the diversity of the tree, I may forget that all the branches come from the same seed. So in the way that we sometimes say, all the path leads, to Rome. In French, we have that saying. I think that sometimes we say that all the branches also take us to the common seed, this Adam. And I wonder sometimes if maybe by having this focus, this attention on what is unity, what is that united vision that I can create by looking at the seed. I hear this sound, Adam, very similar to Atam. And in our spiritual practice, we tend to look at the self as the soul, Atam. Atam is also a very common first name in India, meaning the soul, Atma. So looking at the Atam, which in physics becomes the atom, it's really beautiful because it helps me to see everyone as a soul. We visualize the soul as a spiritual spark of light in the center of the forehead. And if I look at everyone as a soul, I can connect as a soul to my brother soul. And the meaning of being brothers in the world sometimes doesn't make much sense when we see the conflicts and the wars and the differences and what oppose, one another. But if I look at the soul and I see everyone as a soul, it really reveals the meaning to me of what brotherhood is all about. That we're brothers in spirit, we're brothers in our hearts, we're brothers as souls. So looking at the atom also bring me maybe closer to Adam, the source, the origin. And celebration is for me a meaning of becoming. So we're not just celebrating and enjoying festivities, but celebrating is also a way to become. And if we celebrate in a true sense of Adam or atom, then we create that vision of the soul for one another. We create this united vision of the self in harmony with everyone else as a soul. And then I find we can appreciate diversity more and more. So from the bottom of my heart, I really just want to extend, on behalf of the Brahma Kumaris organization here in Canada, my best wishes to each and every one. We've been through an incredible year. I know it's been challenging for many of us. I hope everyone can find peace, harmony, and love in the vision of the soul. So the greeting that we use to express our love and peace to everyone is Om Shanti. I, the soul, I'm peace. Greetings to everyone.
Thank you, Eric Lee Rest, for sharing your message on striving for unity. You're definitely right. Sometimes striving for unity seems hard when we look at the world outside, but it's important to remember our root, our seed, the atom from which we are descendants, and therefore all fraternity.
Now I would like to introduce a member of the Parliament, Mr. Peter Fonseca. He is a Liberal member of the House of Commons of Canada, representing the riding of Mississauga East, Cooksville since 2015. Prior to entering federal politics, Peter was a former member of the Legislative Assembly of Ontario. In addition to his political capabilities, Peter has great athletic history. He has represented Canada at the 1996 Olympics Games in Atlanta, Georgia, and was also a top finisher for the Canadians, placing 21st. Without further ado, please help me welcome MP Peter Fonseca.
Hello everyone, my name is Peter Fonseca, Canadian Member of Parliament. In 2019, the Adams Day event was hosted in my riding of Mississauga East Cooksville, of which I'm very proud and honored to represent. I also want to express my sincere appreciation to all the volunteers involved in organizing this year's Adams Day. This year, in light of COVID-19 pandemic, your message of love, hope, and peace is needed more than ever to get through this extraordinary time together. Over the past year, we've watched people around the world come together in solidarity in the fight against racism and discrimination. This being a challenging year for all, I want to thank you for your commitment to making positive change for individuals, community, and globally. The Adam's Day message that we are all in this together and that we all are linked from our beginnings transcends even our greatest challenges. So thank you so much for your wonderful message.
Thank you, Peter Fonseca, for sharing your acknowledgement of Adam Day's message of love, peace, and unity in our community. And another thank you for the recognition of all the volunteers who helped bring this event to all of you today.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Ms. Iona Popa, who is a member of the Free Meditation Group. The Free Meditation Group practices and teaches meditation at various parts of Ontario. It is an honor to have them with us tonight. Her and her team have consistently participated in all of our events, and we appreciate and thank them for being with us once again tonight. Please welcome Ms. Iona Popa.
I'm going home, you can't keep me here. I'm saying goodbye for the last time, yeah. I'll find a way, my spirit's guiding me. All alone, I'll fight to be free.
Salam. I salute everyone. My name is Ioana Popa, and I speak on behalf of Sahaja Yoga Meditation, which is known as well as Free Meditation. And right now, I think that we are all ready to get to feel each other and trust that we can feel each other and know each other without being together in person. And these are the times that are pushing towards such collective awareness, such collective realization that we are one and we are together wherever we are, even when we feel isolated or when we are in large groups. We can be either feeling alone, separated, or feeling the togetherness. So exactly last year when we all know the pandemic started, Sahaja Yoga Meditation celebrated 50 years of existence around the world, and our group, Halta Niagara Sahaja Yoga Meditation, celebrated 15 years of existence. So that was really cool. And as you can see, we offer also programs where art, music, all kind of forms of arts are celebrated because they're all sharing, can be absolutely vehicles for spirituality. And as you can see, we created that one heart and blossoming tree that unites humanity. So that's what we offered. And this is exactly what I feel the Adam's Day represents as well, that we go to the tree of life and the one tree that from the past started spreading through the power of love all this diverse evolution. So we are really all one family. And in Sahaja Yoga, as you know, we offer free classes everywhere. And that's how we were taught. And some of you are familiar already with the subtle system. And as you can see, every energy center, subtle energy center that is within us absolutely connects to different qualities that we have within us. Everything that we offer, everything that we may say we give or transmit comes from Srimata Nirmala Devi, who dedicated her life to humanity. She's our spiritual teacher, she's our guru, our mentor as well, our mother. Let's have a very simple experience with Srimata Ji herself. Let's feel her, listen to her, because we absolutely can do that. And why it's so important? Because Sahaja Yoga truly means a spontaneous union with God. Spontaneous means living process. And Mataji, as you can see in this quote, she says you cannot put in any effort for it, but it just works like the way a seed sprouts. And every transformation, global transformation, starts from within. So we invite you to keep your hands open.
So one has to mature in a very subtle way, and that is that you have to be first connected with this all-pervading power of divine love. We have heard about it. In the Bible it is there. It is there in Quran. Of course, in all the Sanskrit literature. By different names they describe it. But there is an all-pervading power of divine love. That's what we have to get connected to. That is the yoga. That is the union. And you all have right to get it. Not only because you are human beings, but because you are seekers and seekers of truth. They all have a right to ask for it. And that is why I come again and again to your country, to see those seekers which are lost. So many are already lost, but those who are still there, let them have the beauty of their being, the glory of their being, and let them know what they are.
Sahaja yogis were first invited in 2013 by our brothers and sisters of the Azeemi Sufi group to participate in Adam's Day. And we had such a joyous experience being collective, truly feeling united with people from all faiths, sharing this message of unity through art, poetry, dance, recitals, and presentations. Here are just a few cherished pictures that we've had from over the years of attending this celebration. What is very special about Adam's Day is that we have the opportunity to express and represent the message of unity in diversity. In these photos, you can see everyone from different faiths, different backgrounds, places around the world, all come together for Adam's Day to celebrate this message of unity. We are all one, children of God, no matter who you are and where you come from. This year and last year were quite different, but we still want to find a way to experience togetherness. So let's say a small prayer together. Let's put our hand on our hearts. Take a deep breath in, then let it out. Let's feel that we are filling ourselves with love and complete trust in the protection that comes from within when our spirit is connected with the all-pervading power and the source of all creation. Let's ask, O Divine Power, please give me peace. Give me complete satisfaction within my heart. Give me love for the whole world. Please make me vast. Make me wise. Fill me with your wisdom, your pure knowledge. Let the whole universe be blessed. Let there be love in the whole world. Please let this lamp, that is my heart, become a candle that transmits light and love. Let us all feel united and remove all division between the people of this earth.
So please purify us, make our hearts clean, our minds clean, everything clean, and ultimately keep our connection forever and ever lasting, so that we feel this beautiful power of God's love flowing through us.
Thank you, Iwana Popa, for your message on realizing our connection of closelessness with one another on behalf of Sahaja Yoga Meditation. And a special congratulations on celebrating 50 and 15 years since founding of your respective branches.
Baldev Mutha is the Chief Executive Officer of the Punjabi Community Health Services in the Peel region. He founded the Punjabi Community Health Services in July of 1990 and was instrumental in making it charitable and a culturally appropriate organization. The organization now provides services in the areas of addiction, mental health, geriatrics, settlement, and a variety of other social programs and services to the South Asian community. The organization has several branches across Canada and India. Please help me welcome Mr. Baldev Mata.
Sat Sri Akal. My name is Baldev Mutta and I'm the CEO of Punjabi Community Health Services. Thanks to Azeemi Sufi Order for inviting me to share my views on peace, love and harmony. The first part around peace, I think the peace can be built when we end systemic and racial discrimination in Canada. When we can end poverty, we are taking first steps towards building a peaceful Canada. And we need to create equality and equity for women. These are the three main ingredients for creating peace in Canada. As humanity, I believe that we do not believe that love can properly solve our differences. And perhaps that is the reason why we gravitate towards hatred and violence. I think there are 4 components of love that we need to understand as human beings. Do we show respect for others? Do we care for others? Are we showing some sense of responsibility for others, including Mother Earth? And are we able to share what we have with others? And I think if we are peaceful and are loving people, we may be becoming harmonious to others as well. I wish everyone health, wealth and happiness. My best wishes to all of you. May peace be with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Baldev Mutta, on behalf of Punjabi Community Health Services, for sharing your insights into the 3 ways we can establish peace in Canada and 4 components of love: caring, responsibility, respect, and sharing with others.
Salma Zahid, MP, is an English-born Pakistani-Canadian politician who was elected as a Member of Parliament in the House of Commons in Canada to represent the federal riding of Scarborough Centre during the 2015 Canadian federal elections. Zahid was born in Coventry, England. She holds a master's degree in Educational Management and Administration from the University of London's Institute of Education and an MBA from Quaid-e-Azam University in Pakistan. Please help me welcome Ms. Salma Zahid.
Assalamu alaikum. It is an honor for me to extend my greetings of goodwill on Arab Day to members of Azeemi Spiritual and Heritage Center, which is a Canadian chapter of the Azeemia Sufi Order, Pakistan. The Healing Center is known for its mission to serve people by providing them awareness of spiritual and scientific knowledge through literature, meditation, workshops, counseling, and community events. Your message of diversity and openness resonates with many individuals and families living here in Canada who value our country's multiculturalism and diversity. The Azeemia welcome people of all backgrounds, skin, color, languages, and faith to ponder the spiritual teachings of Islam. Adam Day reminds us of the common bonds we all share in the belief that each human traces their bloodline to Adam and Eve, irrespective of whether they are Hindu, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, of any other faith or no faith. Or we make it possible to be unite with one another. The key message for this is the possibility of living in harmony despite of our differences. Adam Day provides a platform for people from different faiths to come together and recognize the common values and beliefs they all share. The key message that is common among most faiths is the belief in the one God and to live in harmony with everyone. This message of unity cannot be more appropriate than now, as tens of thousands of people remain struggling under the grasp of this pandemic. Mindful of our common bonds, we are called upon to be compassionate, responsible for one another. Happy Adam Day to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Salma Zahid, for your message of support for Silsila-e-Azeemia and your overall message of peace and unity in our community.
Next message is from Rabbi David Seed, who is from the Toronto Board of Rabbis. The Toronto Board of Rabbis is a beneficiary agency of the UJA Federation of Toronto, and its members sit on some very important committees helping shape politics of that organization.
Shalom, salam, hello. My name is Rabbi David Seed, and I'm the immediate past president of the Toronto Board of Rabbis, the largest organization in the GTA of rabbis who serve in a variety of capacities in congregations, as educators, and in the community. And I appreciate the opportunity and the honor to participate in this year's Adam Day once again. We have been doing so for many, many years. And again, it's quite an honor to participate once more in this very important undertaking sponsored by the Azeemia Spiritual and Healing Center of Canada. My message for this year's Adam's Day is the following from our Jewish tradition. It asks the question, an obvious one, about why is it that Adam, the first being created by the Holy One, was created alone? Why wasn't there a family that was created at a singular moment? Why only this one being, again, named Adam? Why only one? And our tradition teaches us that Adam was created by himself alone to declare the greatness of the Supreme, Almighty, Holy One, blessed be He. That in general, a person stamps several coins with one seal, and they're all similar to each other. But the Holy One, the Almighty, created Adam singular with one person, but everybody looks different one from the other, even though we were all created in Adam's image. And that's to teach us the greatness of God, that even though we are different one from the other, we look different, we talk differently, we have different languages, nevertheless, we are all created from the same one person and have only this unity in mind, that regardless of who we are, where we are, we are all coming from the same origin. My prayer for us for this year's Adam Day is for the well-being of all humanity during this challenging time. And we hope and pray that everybody will be well, that we will be able to, with the support of each and every other person, be able to be together in goodness and in well-being and health for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi David Seed, for sharing your message of peace and unity on Adam Day on behalf of the Toronto Board of Rabbis. Thank you for highlighting that although humans look different and are all unique, we are created from the same person, Adam, and therefore we are united on the basis of this.
MP Ikra Khalid is an avid believer in building strong communities and giving back to society. Throughout her life, Ikra has been an advocate for equality and fairness. Her top priority in Parliament is to protect the health and safety of all Canadians. Ikra graduated from York University with a degree in criminology and professional writing. She later attended law school in Michigan and began working as a legal professional for the city. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Ikra Khalid.
Hello everyone, this is Ikra Khalid, your Member of Parliament from Mississauga, Erin Mills, wishing you all the very best during Adam's Day celebrations. Today and every day, we have the opportunity to promote peace and unity in our society. Our diversity is our strength, and in times of hardship, we've seen people of all faiths, of all cultures come together and support one another. It's an important reminder that we all share the same values of compassion and of understanding each other. As we reflect on the challenges that we've overcome and those that we are still overcoming, let us continue to work towards building a more inclusive future for each and every one of us. I'd like to thank the Azeemia Spiritual and Healing Center for all of your efforts to bring people and communities together, to really support each other in the best of ways and to build those bridges between us Canadians. Once again, wishing each and every one of you a very happy Adam Day celebration 2021.
Thank you, Ikra Khalid, for your message of support for Adam Day and for noting that our diversity is our strength and we should continue to build bridges of peace and unity within our community.
Next, we would like to present the youth of our Azeemia Sufi Order. They have prepared a beautiful message in light of Adam's Day. Please help me welcome them.
Every year on August 10th, we celebrate Adam's Day.
Adam's Day is an interfaith program to connect people from different faiths.
Adam's Day also symbolizes the fact that we're all children of Adam and Eve.
Even if culture and faith divides us, we are all children of the same parents, and we all belong to one Creator, and one day shall return to Him.
We are all brothers and sisters and friends if we emphasize.
Adam's Day event started in Manchester, United Kingdom, and slowly spread to other countries such as Canada and the United States.
People from different age groups, genders, and diverse communities join this event.
We request you all to do the following.
Love and care for others and everyone around you unconditionally, and inspire others to do so as well.
As a community, let's promote mutual harmony and coordinations between communities.
This is what all the prophets and spiritual friends of God strive to teach us.
It is our aim to refresh the message of humanity with Adam's Day.
We hope that we can all practice what we learned today.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put us all on the path of spirituality. And once again,
Happy Adam's Day!
Thank you to all the youth that worked brilliantly together to put together a beautiful message for Adam Day for all of us to hear.
Dr. Alexander Churilla received his PhD in Writing and Criticism in 2009 from the State University at Albany. His research began with comparative symbolism and is now focused on the mysteries of transcendence, comparative spirituality, and humankind's ongoing quest to understand divinity. His journey has taken him from the United States to Nigeria, where he began learning about Islam and Sufism, and then Thailand, where he continued to publish scholarship, attend conferences, and broaden his knowledge and experience. He is now the Director of Teacher Education at Turtle Mountain Community College in North Dakota, where his position allows him to serve indigenous peoples of that land. He continues to travel, seek wisdom, and honor the path that God has shown him. Please help me welcome Dr. Alexander.
I would like to thank you for this opportunity to present a brief message on the occasion of Adam Day. I thought it pertinent to deliver a few philosophical thoughts on the significance of Adam, a figure of great importance and one worthy of consistent meditation. The mysteries of Adam and his role in the beginning are many, and parting the veils that reveal his nearness to the beloved can easily take a lifetime. Our first encounter with Adam is through an oral tradition that was eventually and over time codified into the account we find in the book of Genesis. From there, we know that Adam was the first man, the first human being, created by God's hand on the sixth cosmic day. It is worth mentioning that from a scientific standpoint, there's more than enough room for an understanding between evolutionary biology and the biblical account. Both agree that humankind appeared late on the cosmic calendar, after the elements, after the great diversity of flora and fauna that had proliferated throughout creation. From a spiritual standpoint, Adam is the template, created beyond time and death. He is immortal in the garden. That bears deeper consideration to arrive at the truth of it. As mortals, we are finite. Our bodies grow old and deteriorate. We are stalked by death, an ever-present reminder that Adam passed from an undying state to one where every breath counted towards an inevitability that we all must confront sooner or later. Our organs, our cells, our flesh and blood are finite, but they enclose something immortal, something that survives when our time is done, something for which we must give an accounting before our Creator when at last the veils of time and death are drawn away. Arguably, Adam's fall into a mortal state, into time and death, occurred because of a disobedience that could not have happened any other way. Of course, disobeying God is a negative thing, and Adam's punishment may rightly be read as a consequence to be regretted, a regret that propels us to find our way back to the garden by honoring our covenant with the Creator and earning our return to an immortal state. From that perspective, the entirety of human history can be read as a long and arduous road back to an origin point, where the presence of God is undiluted by the psychological interface necessary to navigate the phenomenal world. As it is written in the Quran, on earth will be a dwelling place for you and an enjoyment for a short time. Therein you shall live, and therein you shall die, and from it you shall be brought out. Adam and Eve's shame was made manifest to them. The robes of their innocence shorn away, and we can rightly ask, of what were they ashamed? The scriptures tell us that they were ashamed of their nakedness. And from our perspective and habits of decorum, this may seem plain enough. But the deeper wisdom hidden here is that they were ashamed of their flesh, of the clay from which they were created, of the matter that gave them a form that appeared to limit them. What was made manifest then was the disparity between flesh and spirit, matter and life. And it is this first duality that created a divide that would thereafter distinguish those who crave matter from those who crave spirit. The very same duality that defines our mortal world and sets the stage for the path that resolves that duality. On the other hand, History's unfolding is filled with its own mysteries and spiritual achievements. And the biblical fall can be interpreted as the Father's wish that we learn for ourselves. For indeed, how can we truly appreciate what we may have lost without the harsh basis for comparison provided by the changeful illusion of worldly life? What better way to honor God than by striving to love amidst suffering, than by striving to become truly aware amidst ignorance? The Holy Quran supports this interpretation rather succinctly, wherein Allah says clearly, "I know that which you do not know," a glorious mystery that encompasses humankind's subsequent travails on earth with an omniscient purpose that is being realized with each moment that we push ourselves to come closer and closer to the ever-present knowledge of the infinite. That is Adam's legacy, the momentum of time itself, a pattern woven through the tapestry of creation that will see his children find their way to a different relationship with their heavenly creator, perhaps even akin to a child grown, at last recognizing their place in a family without beginning or end. Of course, Adam's fall is only one part of his story. Equally incredible is the naming. And he taught Adam the names, all of them. "Oh, Adam, tell me their names." When he had told them, God said to the angels, "Did I not tell you that I know the secrets of heaven and earth? And I know what you reveal and what you conceal?" That God would have revealed to Adam what he did not reveal even to the angels speaks to our ability to plumb the depths of mystery, to receive divine insight in ways that beings made of fire cannot. Of course, we understand that a name is more than simply a label used to facilitate communication. It implies power over a thing. And we must remember that the names given to Adam and withheld from the angels were not in any of the tongues of the world as we know them. What language then was given to the first man in the garden? Ibn al-Arabi writes, Adam was in possession of divine names which the angels did not have, so that their praise and glorification of him was not the same as Adam's praise and glorification of him. Some may ask why God would have created an organism so that it may praise and glorify him. Why would he have sought or needed such a thing if all things are already within him and encompassed by him? The answer to this question opens another mystery. Glorification and praise reveal that which is being glorified and praised, so that the circle is completed. We can reveal God through worship, and we are revealed to him through the same. And it is through this mutual knowing that love is made manifest. So it is that humility reveals love, and that this thing made of clay and endowed with life can attain to a knowledge of the hands that made it is both wondrous and sublime. We also know that Adam's story created another paradigm that would define humankind's story from that point forward. And behold, we said to the angels, "Bow down to Adam," and they bowed down. Not so Iblis. He refused and was haughty. He was of those who reject faith, those who are disobedient. Iblis's transgression was more than disobedience. He did not trust that God knew what he did not. And though these creatures of clay would indeed bring strife and violence to the purity of creation, the balance that God beheld could not come from stagnation, but from the delicate and contentious push and pull between repentance and faith, sorrow and joy, that would thereafter characterize the descendants of the man who fell to the earth we know. Adam is the seal of divine wisdom, and as such he was given to know of the seen and unseen, the world of matter and the world of spirit. He walked in both worlds, and as a polished mirror to the unfathomable countenance of God, he was also the first to receive the breath of life. And through this, we are given to understand that this life was unlike any other. A vitality that supported an intellect capable of discerning reality in ways that allowed Adam to reflect the emanations of God, the way a prism is able to reflect and refract light. God experienced both himself and his creation through Adam. The unity made myriad. And through this hidden perfection, we are veiled from ourselves and from him, yet possessing the ability to realize our perfection through distinction as well as through totality. That totality is love. While distinction creates the duality of mercy and justice, and yet even as every duality strives for unity and cannot do so without a binding substance, so too does the duality of matter and spirit strive for the unity belonging that comes with completion. And this is the paradox of the seal of divine knowledge. Life and death are fundamentally inseparable. The distance between them both an illusion and a reality, measured in the space of a single breath, a single moment, both erased in time and described by time. Adam's story is ultimately our story. We fall so that we might learn. We fail so that we might return. Jibreel gave the pieces of Adam's puzzle to Muhammad, peace be upon him, so that we might remember. And yet this is more than memory as we know it. This is deep memory. This is reaching back across time, following the trace of a lineage anchored to the moments that began our story. It is our duty to recover that memory, to recall that language and those names, and in so doing to remember that we once stood embodied in the template of our race, face to face with our Creator. Thank you for allowing me to present this brief message to you. I hope that it may provide some insight. I hope that my words and thoughts may please God and those gathered in his name. Enjoy Adam Day.
Thank you, Dr. Alex, for sharing your philosophical analysis of the fall of Adam, the shame of the flesh, the knowledge of names, our ability to glorify and connect with God, and the legacy and lessons we should learn from Adam's story.
Peace be upon to everyone who is listening to this video. Welcome to Adam's Day, August 10, 2021. We're celebrating Adam's Day for a reason. Adam, as you know, is the first human being on this earth, and from him and his wife Eve came the humanity, and thus making him our grandfather. If we look at it from that angle, it shows that we all are related as brothers and sisters.
Happy Adam's Day! Every year on August 10th, we celebrate Adam's Day, unity in diversity around the world under the guidance of Azeemi Silsila. Adam, peace be upon him, is the first human being on this earth, and by celebrating the day, we acknowledge our uniqueness for identification purposes as well as our oneness in the family of Adam. Adam Day provides a platform for people from different faiths to come together and recognize the common values and beliefs that we all share. Thank you for joining us.
Happy Adam's Day. Let us all remember that we all his children, so we have brothers and sisters, regardless of the difference in religion, color, gender or origin, whether this is right for individual or people.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome. Welcome. Today we gather here to celebrate the life of our father, our common father, Adam. We all come from different parts of the world, different aspects of society, belong to various religious groups, and behold unique personalities. Nevertheless, we gather today to celebrate this special day in recognition of the common humanity descended from Adam. Adam is generally accepted as the first human being and the father of the human race.
The Adam Day theme is unity in diversity. It is perfect time to reflect on this theme. Just look us around. The forces of prejudice, racism, and hate are threatening to tear us apart. It seems every day we hear a story of injustice because of the skin color, religion, or ethnicity. And that is causing unrest, lack of empathy, and destruction to peace and prosperity of this planet. We must be concerned what we are leaving behind for our future generations. The good news is this: the platform of Azeemia Foundation promotes unity for all. Today's event, Adam Day, embodies this goal. Now, more than ever, we must come together and unite ourselves.
We celebrate this day, keeping the feelings and thoughts in our mind that what is the purpose of Adam's Day and why do we celebrate it? The concept behind today is to put into practice practically Hazrat Adam alayhi salam's stance on equality, justice, love, and understanding of all creatures.
Welcome you all to the celebration of this beautiful and important event, Adam Day 2021. Dear all, Adam Day promotes love, tolerance, peace, and harmony among the people of different faiths, race, and backgrounds, and its theme is unity in diversity. Our planet is crying for help to maintain its peace. So Adam Day event leads us and provides us platform which make us all realize that we are all one family, we are all children of Adam and Eve, and we share the common bond of ancestry. We are brothers and sisters, and we should understand each other and learn to coexist on this planet.
We are gathered here today on August 10th to celebrate one simple idea: unity in diversity. At a time in history where humans everywhere are undergoing hardship and turmoil on each working day, it is extremely important for people like us to come together and celebrate our differences. The Azeemia Foundation is definitely one such platform, and through the efforts of countless Azeemis, we have only just started a change that, God willing, will continue to revolutionize the very process of humanity itself.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and honored guests, to our 7th anniversary of Adam's Day. Each and every year, we come together to fight for unity and diversity amongst all people. Why do we fight for unity? Unity is the pillar of all religions and the basis of any civilized society.
Well, why is that important? Adam Day is about remembering something very important, that we are all related. The world tries lots of tricks to figure out how to draw divisions between people. That's why I want all y'all to know that we bring greetings to you. My soldiers represent what Adam Day is all about. We come from many different backgrounds, and we go out to help people in distress across every social and economic level. We go out to help our brothers and sisters wherever they are, whoever they are.
My dear brothers and sisters, what a great initiative to have Adam's Day, to honor the unity of the human family. If there's anything the world needs today, it is the affirmation of our common humanity and the blessing of the Creator, who has given us the capacity to live with hearts that are like the planet, borderless, with hearts that reflect the reality of the gift of life, thus hearts of gratitude, with hearts that make us human, thus hearts with love. You know, God is all forgiving and kind, but if we don't have hearts that are forgiving and kind, we won't have the organ to perceive God's grace. And thank you for organizing this. I thank the Tariqat in Pakistan that has taken this initiative. May God continue to guide you in ways of peace and goodness. Amen.
Our beloved teacher, Khwaja Shamsuddin-Azeemi, who we call Babaji, is one of the most eminent scholars of Sufi thought alive today. He is the head of 91 Muraqabah halls, meditation centers throughout the world. These are places open to all human beings who seek communion with the one God known by many names. Over the course of a career that spans nearly 4 decades, Babaji has written over 48 books and more than 60 pamphlets on the subject of spirituality and parapsychology. 25 of these books have been translated from his native language, Urdu, into other languages including English, Russian, Arabic, and Thai. Babaji has been a guest on numerous television programs in Pakistan and the Middle East, Europe, and the United States. Now we will hear a speech on Adam's Day from Khwaja Shamsuddin-Azeemi.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم میرے بھائی بہنیں اور بزرگ جتنے بھی یہاں تشریف رکھتے ہیں یا جہاں بھی جو سن رہا ہے اس کو سلام. اللہ تعالیٰ قادر مطلق ہے، پوری دنیا کا مالک ہے، دنیا بناتا ہے اور دنیا ختم بھی کرتا ہے. اللہ تعالیٰ ایسی ہستی ہے جس ہستی میں ایسی قدرت ہے کہ وہ جو چاہے وہ ہو جاتا ہے اور جو نہ چاہے وہ نہیں ہوتا. یہ دنیا جس میں ہم رہتے ہیں پہلے بھی آباد تھی. آدم علیہ السلام اور ہماری ماں حوا تشریف لائے تو اس وقت بھی موجود تھی. اللہ نے آدم علیہ السلام کو بنایا. آدم علیہ السلام کو جنت میں رکھا اور وہاں نافرمانی کی وجہ سے آدم جنت میں نہیں رہے، زمین پر آ گئے. اس لیے کہ جو غلطی بھول آدم سے ہوئی ہے اس کی معافی تلافی ہو اور آدم اپنا مقام، اپنا گھر یعنی جنت اسے واپس مل جائے. آج کی مجلس میں اس کہانی کو دہرانا چاہتا ہوں جس سے ہم سب واقف ہیں. آدم علیہ السلام کو اللہ تعالیٰ نے بنایا اور جنت میں मकाम अता फरमाया। जन्नत के रकबे के बारे में कोई तस्वुराती फिगर भी हम बयान नहीं कर सकते। कितनी बड़ी है, कितना उसके अंदर हुस्न है, उसके अंदर जो आसमानी किताबों में बताया गया है वो कितनी रौनक और पुरकशिश जगह है। तो वहाँ आदम को रखा। और अल्लाह ताला ने फरमाया कि यहाँ जितने भी दरख्त हैं या जन्नत में जो भी कुछ है सब आपका है, लेकिन यहाँ एक दरख्त है, शजर है, ट्री है, उसके करीब नहीं जाना। मुख्तसर ये है कि आदम अलैहिस्सलाम से भूल चूक हुई और उसकी वजह से आदम को जन्नत से बाहर निकलना पड़ा। जन्नत से बाहर जमीन है, जमीन जन्नत में भी है, जन्नत से बाहर जमीन है। उस जमीन पर अगर आप गौर करें वो जमीन मुस्तकिल तब्दील होती रहती है, यानी जमीन की जो बेस है वो इल्यूजन है। हर चीज मौजूद है, हर चीज छुप रही है, फिर वही चीज मौजूद है और फिर वो गायब हो रही है। ये सिलसिला अज़ल से जारी है। छुपना और जाहिर होना, जाहिर होने के बाद फिर छुपना यानी गायब होना, ऐसा अमर है जिसको हम फरेब नजर, धोखा या इल्यूजन कहते हैं। आप गौर करें, इस दुनिया में हम आदमी का जिक्र कर रहे हैं, जब हम दुनिया में आते हैं तो जो हमारी बेस है वो दो तगय्युर हैं, और जब दो तगय्युर आपस में मिलते हैं तो तीसरा यूनिट बन जाता है। और ये तीसरा यूनिट फिर तगय्युर है। एक दिन का बच्चा 10 दिन का जब होता है, या 10 दिन का बच्चा जब 10 साल का होता है, उसको हम तगय्युर के अलावा कुछ भी नहीं कह सकते। दुनिया के बारे में बड़े बड़े दानिश्वर, काबिले कदर साइंटिस्ट, साइंसदान, बड़े बूढ़े और हर उस शख्स ने जिसके अंदर सोचने, समझने, तलाश करने, तहकीक करने और तजस्सुस है, वो ये जरूर सोचता है कि मैं इस दुनिया में आया, इस इल्यूजन के माहौल में आया, जिस रोज बच्चा माँ के पेट में आता है, हर रोज का तगय्युर उसको दुनिया में जाहिर कर देता है। फिर दुनिया में रहते हुए जब बच्चा चल नहीं सकता, फिर नहीं सकता, बोल नहीं सकता, जोर से अगर आवाज दी जाए वो डर जाता है और करवट नहीं बदल सकता। ये सब चीजें कौन सिखाता है? माँ सिखाती है। तो ये करवट बदलना, न बदलना, खड़े होना, बैठना, चलना फिरना और न चलना फिरना, भूख लगना, कुछ खा लेना, थोड़ी देर में फिर भूख लगना, सांस लेना, सांस का ना आना, आदमी का मर जाना, आदमी का पैदा होना, ये सब क्या है? ये सब तगय्युर है, तब्दीली है, चीज का गायब और जाहिर होना है। एक माँ का बच्चा उस वक्त तक एक माँ का नहीं होता जब तक के 30 दिन 30 रातें वो गायब ना हो जाए। अगर 30 दिन 30 रातें गायब ना हो तो 31वां दिन जो है वो देखना नसीब नहीं होता। यही सूरत हाल सोने की है, जागने की है, खाने पीने की है, पैदाइश की है, जवानी की है, मरने की है। तगय्युर जब पैदा हुआ, जब हम पैदा होते हैं तो ये जो भी आलम है, आलम अरबा, वहां से एक चीज अपना मुजाहरा करने के लिए दुनिया में जाहिर होती है। लेकिन हर दिन वो बच्चा जो आज जाहिर हुआ है कल वो गायब हो जाता है। अगर ये गैबो शऊद का सिलसिला ना हो तो गौरतलब बात यह है कि बच्चा लड़कपन में दाखिल होगा, बच्चा जवान होगा, जवानी से बुढ़ापे में कदम रखेगा, बूढ़ा होने के बाद आधा कमजोर हो जाते हैं और आधा कमजोर होने के बाद आदमी पता नहीं फिर किस आलम में वापस चला जाता है। अब हम उसे नहीं देखते। गौर कीजिए कि आपने एक बच्चे को 5 साल की उम्र में देखा और फिर उसको 25 साल की उम्र में देखा। क्या आप उसे पहचान सकते हैं या पहचान लेते हैं? तो इसका मतलब वो ये हुआ कि आपके 25 साल गायब हो गए, आपसे छुप गए। और जब 26 साल के आप हुए वो छुपा हुआ रुख फिर जाहिर हो गया। ये एक निजाम है जिस पर हम गौर नहीं करते। हमारी पूरी जिंदगी गैब और शऊद पर कायम है। हम जाहिर होते और ये समझते हैं कि हम जिंदा हैं, अक्लमंद हैं, सो जाते हैं तो उसको भी हम यही समझते हैं कि हम अपने नींद के लिए, आराम के लिए, थोड़ी देर के लिए और यहाँ से गायब हो गए। बहुत नुक्ते की बात है, जब हम सो जाते हैं तो फिर हमें एक और दुनिया का इंकशाफ होता है, एक और दुनिया हमारे सामने आती है जिसम हमारा नहीं देखता, जिसम हमारा हरकत नहीं करता। वो फिर एक जिस्म जाहिर होता है और एक जिस्म जाहिर होकर वहाँ सब कुछ देखता है गैब में, लेकिन जाहिर में वो कुछ नहीं देखता। आज की साइंस ने बड़ी तरक्की की और बिलाशुबा यह आदमी की बड़ी काबिलियत है कि उसने जद्दोजहद की, कोशिश की, अल्लाह की तख्लीक में तफक्कुर किया, नई नई चीजें ईजाद हुई। उसमें नुकसान भी है लेकिन फायदा भी है। ये जो खेल आपके सामने है, आपने लोहे से कोई मशीन बनाई, कुछ अरसे के बाद मशीन को जंग लगा और लोहा जंग में तब्दील होकर मिट्टी में शामिल हो गया और मिट्टी बन गया। फिर वही मिट्टी फिर लोहा बन गई और आपने उससे इजादात का सिलसिला शुरू कर दिया। लेकिन जब लोहे की उम्र की मिक़दार खत्म हुई तो अब लोहा नहीं रहा, मिट्टी बन गया। और मिट्टी की मिक़दार जब तब्दील हुई तो मिट्टी लोहा बन गई। ये ऐसा निज़ाम है, जब हम इस निज़ाम पर गौर करते हैं, कायनात में जो कुछ हो रहा है जाहिर हो रहा है, छुप रहा है, जाहिर हो रहा है, छुप रहा है, और बिल आखिर ऐसे छुप जाता है जो मरने से पहले छुपने का आलम था। तो ये दुनिया इल्यूजन है और सब जानते हैं इसको, सब तस्लीम भी करते हैं। सवाल ये है आज की मजलिस में कि ये छुपा हुआ आदमी किसी जोन में रहता है। ये छुपा हुआ आदमी जब जाहिर होता है तो जोन तब्दील होता है। तो ये जोन बार गैब होना, भी जाहिर होना, ये सब जो निज़ाम है छुपने का, जाहिर होने का, जाहिर का, बातिन का, आंखों से उजल होने का, आंखों के सामने आने का, ये सारा निज़ाम अल्लाह ताला ने ये तख्लीक़ी निज़ाम जो बनाया है, उसका मंशा क्या ये नहीं है, ये नहीं हो सकता कि अल्लाह ताला चाहते हैं ये छुपन छुपाई जो है इसको समझो। जब दुनिया में हाजिर नहीं थे तो कहाँ थे? अगर आप ये कह दें कि आलम अरबाब में थे, आलम अरबाब किसने देखा भाई? और जो नसीब वालों ने देखा उनकी तो तादाद का ही पता नहीं। अब जब जाहिर हुए तो जहां से आए थे वहां छुप गए। फिर बड़े हुए, लड़कपन छुप गया। जवान हुए तो जवानी छुप गई। बुढ़ापा आया, बुढ़ापा छुप गया। और बिल आखिर वही आदमी जो गैब से जाहिर हुआ था वो गैब में वापस चला गया। सवाल ये है आप सब से, ये क्या हम पूरी कायनात कोई ऐसा प्रोग्राम नहीं है कि एक हस्ती है जो खुद भी छुपी हुई है। वो अपना तारुफ बनाने के लिए अपने आप को खालिक और मालिक की हैसियत से मुतारिफ कराने के लिए हमें छुपाए रखती है, फिर जाहिर करती है, फिर छुपाती है, फिर जाहिर करती है, फिर छुपाती है। युखरिजुल हय्य मिनल मय्यत व युखरिजुल मय्यत मिनल हय्य के चीज गायब होती है और गायब से जाहिर होती है, जाहिर से गायब होती है। ये जाहिर और गायब की इतनी सीढ़ियां चढ़ती और उतरती है कि बिल आखिर जो गैब की मंजिल है जहाँ से मुसाफिर चला था वहाँ जाके इस तरह गैब हो जाता है, फिर नजर नहीं आता। हम इस बात पर गौर क्यों नहीं करते कि हमारे जो असल बाप यानी दादा नाना बुजुर्ग आदम है, हमारी माँ हव्वा है। आदम और हव्वा के मिलाप से हम लोग पैदा हुए। हम लोग जाहिर हुए। लेकिन ये भी सोचने की बात है कि आदम और हव्वा भी जाहिर हो चुके हैं। आदम और हव्वा भी गैब हैं, गैब हो चुके हैं, गैब की दुनिया में मौजूद हैं। हमारी पोजीशन भाई है कि आज हम हाजिर हैं। बताओ कौन ऐसा आदमी है जो इस दुनिया से वापस नहीं जाता? हर शय, हर मखलूक गैब से जाहिर होती है और गैब में छुप जाती है। इन्ना लिल्लाहि व इन्ना इलैहि राजिऊन। आदमी अल्लाह की तरफ से आता है और अल्लाह की तरफ लौट रहा है। एक माशरा है, वो खेल रहा है, खा रहा है, पी रहा है, सो रहा है, बिरादरियां बन रही हैं, जमीनें लहलहा से खेत बन रहे हैं, दरख्त फलों से झुक रहे हैं और दूसरा जोन है कि वहां फल लगता है और जब वो फल दरख्त पे नहीं होता क्या वो मर नहीं जाता? अगर मर नहीं जाता तो गायब तो हो जाता है ना। यहाँ कौन सी ऐसी शय है किसी एक का नाम लें, मुझे खुशी होगी अगर मुझे पता चले कि यहाँ कोई शय अल्लाह के अलावा ऐसी भी है जो ज़ाहिर होने, छुपने और अव्वल आखिर ज़ाहिर बातिन के कानून से बाहर नजर आ सकती है। मेरे अजीज भाइयों, मेरी माओ, मेरी बहनों, मेरी बेटियों, इस बात पर गौर करना है कि जितने भी पैगंबर मैसेंजर अल्लाह ताला के इस दुनिया में आए, आखिरी पैगंबर मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम तशरीफ लाए, सब ने हमें आदम की औलाद को ये बताया, अगर आमाल में खोट होगा, अगर आमाल में अल्लाह के खिलाफ, अल्लाह के कानून के खिलाफ अमल होगा तो परेशानियां लायक होंगी, बारिशें तूफान बन जाएंगी, दर्द में कांटे उग जाएंगे, सूरज निस्फ नहार पर आ जाएगा, सूरज चांद वो गहन लग जाएगा, और ये अल्लाह ताला के निज़ाम ये मुस्तकिल कायम है और चल रहा है। अल्लाह ताला हम सबको आदम अलैहिस्सलाम की औलाद का हक पूरा करने की तौफीक दे। हमारे जद्दे अमजद आदम है और हमारी अम्मा हवा है। अब औलाद के लिए कि रास्ता कौन सा सीधा है, किस रास्ते पर चलेंगे तो अल्लाह ताला खुश होगा, और किस रास्ते पर चलेंगे जो अल्लाह ताला की खुशी की बजाय नाराजगी का सबब होगा, वो अल्लाह ताला ने तमाम आसमानी किताबों में तफसील के साथ बयान किया है। अल्लाह ताला हम सबको खुश रखे, और ये जो एक मुसीबत आई हुई है लोगों के ऊपर, इस मुसीबत से और आइंदा भी बलाओं से, बीमारियों से हम सबको, आदम की औलाद को, अल्लाह की मखलूक को महफूज रखे, और हमें तौफीक दे कि हम मजहबी कवायद व ज़वाबित, मजहबी उमूर और मजहबी कदरें वो कायम रखें, और अगर वो टूट जाए तो अल्लाह से माफ़ी मांगे। अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू।
Thank you so much to our beloved spiritual sheikh, Mr. Khwaja Shamsuddin Azeemi Sahib, for delivering a beautiful speech on the importance of understanding the system of the unseen and seen realms, and for inviting us to ponder on the questions, where does everything that disappears go, and to build our relationship with God. In the speech, Mr. Azeemi Sahib notes that the actual destination of Adam, and by extension all humans, is Jannat, or heaven, or paradise. But because of Adam's mistake, which is our mistake as well, we had to leave that world. Instead, we entered into a world of illusion or constant change. Everything in this world is constantly disappearing and appearing. For example, one moment of time needs to disappear for the next moment of time to appear. Everything follows this rule, including youth, old age, food, water, nature, everything. If there wasn't change, would anyone age? Wise people always ponder on the purpose of us humans for being in this world. Our entire life is based on this principle of ghaib, or unseen, and shaud, the seen. When we dream, we enter another world where our physical body is unmoving, but there is another body that travels and experiences the unseen world. The question then becomes, where is everything disappearing to, and what is the unseen? Clearly, the creator of the seen and unseen worlds wants us to understand it. If we think a little deeper, is this system not the one where creator is hidden and introduces themselves to the world through the relationship of creator and creation? It is this creator that brings us and everything into the seen world and back into the unseen world where we came from. Think about Adam and Eve, all the messengers, and the final prophet, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All of them told the children of Adam the same unified message. We should follow the will of God, and going against this will bear consequences. May Allah give us the opportunity to follow the will of being the children of Adam and to find the path that Allah wants from us and the path He wishes for us to avoid, all of which are detailed in the sacred holy texts of all religions.
Good evening. I would like to welcome everyone back to the live webinar. I hope you have enjoyed the messages from all of our speakers. And now we will continue with the rest of the program. We all know that peace and unity are one of the most important things when it comes to achieving balance in our world. When we are all united together, peace is then created, knowing that we all have care towards one another and we stand in unity. With that, I would like to first request Veronica and Guillermo, and then Dick and Shirley to share their messages with all of us. Please welcome.
Hello. I would like to thank the Azeemia Spiritual and Healing Center for this special invitation that I received through my co-worker and friend, Sadaf Jilani, to participate with our testimony today's celebration of Adam's Day. I am Veronica, and this is my husband, Guillermo, and we live, work, and raise our children here in Mississauga. I would like to introduce you in a moment our friends from Toronto, Shirley and Dick. They'll speak to you of the importance of unity through interfaith relations and what it means to them. Personally, as a Christian Catholic mother and as a community worker, I see unity as a critical pillar of the balance and harmony at home that we would like to share and extend to the larger community. I see it as a part of my responsibility, the promotion of compassion relationships between all the people that I encounter in my day-to-day life, regardless of one faith, sexual orientation, color, or race. Unity is essential to live with all in peace. I would like to give a concrete example of this and how important it is to me, this unity, this fraternity that we're talking about today. When I met Sadaf, my co-worker, many years ago, I knew that there was something special that connects us. Born far, far away in different continents with complete different backgrounds, here I am today talking about her and what connects us, what unites us, our love for God, our values, our spiritual search for peace and harmony. Thank you.
Well, hi. I join my wife to thank you for the invitation to the event Adam Day. And I share all her thoughts on unity. And I would like to add that unity only makes sense through diversity. Unity without diversity is an empty concept. Also, unity expresses itself through cooperation. Unity is cooperation in action. When we unite and cooperate, we can achieve wonderful, wonderful things. Yeah? An example of this, what the scientific community has achieved in the last year. That was unthinkable, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago. But now people are and start to getting, more conscious about cooperating. So unity plus cooperation equals progress. And in this realization of this is essential. It's essential for our survival, especially in this turbulent times that we're living on. Thank you. Shirley?
Hello, I'm Dick.
Please go ahead, Dick and Shirley.
And I'm delighted to be here with all of you to say as simply as I can what's in my heart. I can't think of a better way of doing that than by quoting the words of our Pope Francis. And these are his words. As Christians, today we wish to renew our commitment to building a future together. For our future will be peaceful only if it's shared.
Recording in progress.
Christian society is born of meekness and mercy, and it inspires us to imitate in this world God's own way of acting. For He's a Father who desires His children to live in peace. We Christians are called to be sowers of peace and builders of fraternity, not nursing past grudges and regrets, and not shirking the responsibilities of the present, but looking instead with hope to the future. We believe that God has shown us but one way, the way of peace.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Shirley, and I'm very happy to celebrate Adam Day with all of you. The four of us are Catholics, and we are members of the International Focolare movement, which today has more than 5 million people of all ages, all religions, all cultures, and people of goodwill living in 182 countries. Our spirituality of year for unity in our Christian Gospel of John, that they may all be one. Our lifestyle is to bring people together and to show how unity is possible among diverse people in many circumstances of our everyday life. We are convinced that a dialogue of trust and love is the way to live and work with others for peace, justice, freedom, and truth. Our motivation lies in our belief that humanity is one family, all beloved children of God, all beloved children of Adam and Eve. We are therefore sisters and brothers to each other. Also, living the golden rule, which is in all religions, gives us encouragement. Do to others what you would like done to you, and don't do to others what you would not like done to you. Peace and blessings be with all of you and with all your loved ones, near and far.
Thank you very much. Thank you to dearest Veronica, Guillermo, very respected Shirley and Dick, for highlighting our responsibility to spread compassion everywhere, the importance of cooperation in achieving unity, and to always remember to treat others the way we wish to be treated. Thank you so much. And to you, Nurgal.
So our next speaker is Dr. Amir Jamal Azeemi, who will explain to all of us the importance of the backdrop on Adam's Day. Dr. Amir Jamal is a PhD in chemical engineering and is a member of the Canadian Society of Chemistry and Professional Engineers of Ontario. He is an active member of Azeemia Sufi Order. Now please join me in welcoming Dr. Amir Jamal Azeemi.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, I hope everyone is doing great, and I am going to explain the backdrop. So let me first share the backdrop. All right. So I hope you can see it. Now, before I go in little bit detail, let me briefly talk about the significance and the importance of this background. So every year, our spiritual master, Hazrat Khwaja Shamsuddin Azeemi, sends this kind of pictures or diagrams to us, and the objective is to contemplate and reflect on these diagrams. And after contemplation, you infer some information and try to find out the rules and the laws that governs the spirituality in general. And once you're done with that, then you share that information. So it gives us an opportunity to learn the spiritual science in a more interesting way. And this is what exactly we are going to do today. So here we have the diagram in front of us that was sent to us by Hazrat Khwaja Shamsuddin Azeemi this year. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes. You look at this picture and think about it, reflect on it, do some contemplation, and write down whatever comes to your mind to the best of your knowledge. And once you are done, then you can share that information in the chat box, or you can email it to us on the meditation email address. And after 2 minutes, I will try to explain this in a very simple way. So the time starts now. All right, so the time is almost over. I hope you must have come up with some information here, and you must have shared that information probably in the chat box. I don't see some messages here, or you can always send that through email. So I think Marag Bahal Canada email is with you already. All right, so let's begin and see what we have here. So let's start from the left hand side. You can see here we have some different colors, right, on this side, right? This is the time that represents the period where there was nothing except God. Okay, so in this area here, God wanted to create some creation or some creatures that would know God the way God wanted to know him. So he used the command be, and whatever was in his mind got manifested, right? Now we are not looking and discussing other creatures. So of course everything got manifested at that time, but we are focusing on the humans for now. So here is the first human being that you can see here, and this is Adam right here. Okay, now if you look at a little bit closely, you can see that Adam has some bright light in the background. So this is the bright outline here that indicates and represents the soul. Then we have some energy centers here, right? And then we have the flashly body, okay, the opaque body here. So that means the Adam is basically made up of more than one body. All right. Now, after this, if you look a little bit behind Adam, you would see other human beings. And this represent the descendants of Adam, all of these people here. Okay, so that means every human being is basically descendant of Adam. So in this context, you can see all of us are brothers and sisters to each other because we all are coming from Adam, right? Even though you can see there we have different colors, skin colors, we speak different languages, we look differently, right? And we have different attributes, different characteristics, but we still belong to same one Father. And that's why we are brothers and sisters. Okay, now after this, you can see here we have some bright light coming down from the top, and this is divine bright light, right? And you can see that this light is actually entering into the top energy center right here, okay? And then it flows down this detailed process that I do not want to go in detail, but you can see this is how it is working. So the divine light is coming from somewhere, and then it enters at the top energy center. Okay, now let's move down a little bit. Now here we have the floor, and you can see here that all of us are actually based on this network, right? And you can see this is a divine enlightened network that is energized by the divine light, and we all are existing on this network. No one is independent of this network. Now how this network is made up, that is a little bit more detail. We can discuss that later. All right, now let's look at the top again. And you can see here we have the light going down a little bit here, right? This right here. Now whatever I explained here is a little bit explained again in a little bit more detail in this region. So let's discuss this a little bit. So let me move this down. Okay. All right, why it is not okay. There we go. So at the beginning, where we discussed this part here, there was nothing except God. So everything, all the matter was concentrated and compacted in this region, right? So this is called a black dot. And then when God used the command be, everything started to expand, and you can see the universe is expanding in circles. So the divine light, when interacts with these circles, they create the triangles. You can see this triangle right here. Okay, so the triangles actually covers the physical world. Okay, this represents the physical world. So this circle and the triangle is enclosed by this halo, of divine light. You can see here. Okay, and the life within the triangle and the life within the circle is again energized by the divine white light, which is right here in this region here. All right, now in this here life, we live our life in two different states. The first one right here is your awakened state, and this is your dream state. So the white light is your awakened life, and this is your dream life. Now when you're awake, your dream life goes down, it subside, and you cannot feel it. And when you sleep, your physical life subsides and your dream life becomes dominant. Now this line here represents the awakened life, and this dotted line represents the dream life. Okay, again you can see the same network here, right? It represents the same network here. Now in between these two blocks, this one here, and this is the second one, we have the third block right here. So let's discuss the third block. Okay, so here we have the gases. This is all gas, and you know the gas is basically made up of molecules, right? And molecules are made up of atoms, and atoms are made up of photons. So when these photons, they interact with each other, because different colors have different photons, when they interact, they combine together and they create a hollow space. And when we get the hollow space, we get these kind of celestial objects. And you can see here, this is our Earth. So this represents how these photons interact, they combine in the group form, and they produce these celestial objects. So here we have our Earth. Now this Earth is actually represented onto the right hand side. You can see here. So we have a top part, and then we have the bottom part. So the top one represents a life that we can live in the same Earth if we follow the guidelines given to us by our prophets and Prophet Adam as well. That means if we live in unity and harmony and follow the teachings of our prophet and follow the guidelines given to us by God, this Earth will become heaven for all of us. And if we don't, then the same Earth would become hell for all of us. Now on the left hand side in the bottom, we can see a beautiful tree, and this tree represents the tree in the paradise, and you can see it's quite beautiful, and it also represents the disobedience. So when God said, do not go close to this tree, even though it looks quite beautiful, but if you do not follow the guidelines and instructions by God, then it could lead you to this life right here. And if you do follow and do not follow the guidelines and do not go close to this tree, then of course we will live a life represented on the top here. So I think that's it from this picture here as in simple form. But if you are interested to know more detail that I did not discuss about, for example, the energy centers, how these energy centers work, how the information enters into the energy centers, what is this mesh network, how it is made, and how does it work. Similarly, how these waves are representing the dream life and the awakened life. All these things can be discussed in detail later in our weekly meditation center program, or you can contact the Marakba Hall and they can refer you some book that gives you more information on these scientific or spiritual scientific laws. So that's it. Thank you very much for joining, and all the best.
Thank you very much, Dr. Amir, for explaining one of our most important part of this event, which is the hidden messages in our backdrop. Thank you very much. And over to you, Nurgo. Thank you.
We have also received Adam's Day message from Dr. Waqar Yusuf Husseini. He is the eldest son of our Sufi teacher, Khwaja Shamsuddin-Azeemi. He is a PhD in spiritual teaching and affiliated with journalism since 1986. He has also authored many books on Sufism and columns in numerous newspapers and magazines in Pakistan. He is the editor-in-chief of the monthly magazine Ruhani Spiritual Digest. Besides that, he has also provided his services in numerous capacities in all Pakistan Newspaper Society, APNS. I would now like to request Dr. Rabia Atif to share his message with all of us.
First of all, good evening, everyone. And the message says, under the leadership of Hazrat Khwaja Shamsuddin-Azeemi, Sufi Order Azeemia is committed for the advancement of brotherhood and tolerance worldwide. All humans living on this earth need peace and safety. All people would benefit from better relations with one another, equal opportunities, and the fair distribution of resources. It is very distressing to see that approximately 3 billion people are living in poverty and 1.5 billion in extreme poverty. Poverty, hunger, and illnesses are the biggest challenges facing mankind. The devastation caused by COVID-19 to the economics and social fabric in all human societies is quite evident. Human selfishness and greed have not only brought suffering to people, but certain erroneous actions of mankind have damaged badly the environment too. The pollution spread by humans on the earth over the past 50 years has led to many species becoming extinct. All of mankind need to put their heads together and come up with a positive and constructive action plan for the human well-being and survival of Adam's progeny. And also to ensure that the other species living on this earth have a clean environment and the overall environment of this planet stays close to nature. The children of Adam, human beings, are made up of body and soul. In this world, alongside the physical requirements, if one also pays attention to the spiritual requirements, then the world can be protected from disasters and calamities and become a peaceful place to live. The purpose of the teaching of Sufi Order Azeemia is for men to remember the honor which he has been bestowed by God, and also to remember the great purpose for which he was sent onto the earth. To fulfill this purpose, man will need to understand the will of God and also follow the beautiful example of the way of the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Dr. Rabia, for sharing Dr. Waqar Yusuf Husseini's message with us. Now, as we near the end of our program, we invite everyone to participate in a short meditation session. Meditation has scientifically been proven to improve our physical and mental well-being, from improving our physical coordination and dealing with anxiety and depression to simply bringing us an ease or peace of mind. Meditation is a simple way of bringing balance into our lives. But there is one more component of meditation, and that is spiritual connectedness. When we meditate, we try to concentrate on what makes all of us one, what connects us with everything in the world, even what connects each one of us together. And that is God and fraternity of Adam that binds us all together. Today, we will be practicing a short session of blue light meditation led by Morocco Hall, Canada, in charge Mrs. Rashida Jalani Saira. The method of blue light meditation is during blue light meditation, we assume a comfortable yet straight body posture. Just sit comfortably. Close our eyes and feel that there's a blue light falling from the sky like a rain, slowly soaking into our head, moving throughout our entire body like a blood circulation, and then exiting through our feet into the earth beneath us. It is important that we do not visualize all of this. Just give your mind a thought. Don't focus on blue color. Just think blue color rain. Rather, we concentrate on simply feeling the blue light and its movement. That is the most important thing. Before meditation, we will conduct a brief breathing exercise where we simply take a breath in through our nose, hold, and slowly let out, breathe through your mouth. We will do this exercise for 11 times. And after that, we will practice blue light meditation for 5 minutes. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, everyone, for making this event successful. May God bless you, everyone. Inshallah, we will make again next year. That is so nice. Thank you very much. So this was our in charge from Canada, Morocco Hall. Now I would like to invite Waqar Abbas Azeemi. He's in charge of New York Azeemi Center to just present some closing remarks for this event.
Thank you for inviting me for the final remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We would like to thank you, first of all, to our Sheikh Khaja Shamsuddin Azeemi, Mr. Khaja Shamsuddin Azeemi Sahib, for founding and organizing Aram Day worldwide, and Mrs. Rashida Jilani on behalf of Morocco Hall, Canada, and myself, Waqar Azeemi from New York, Morocco Hall. We would also like to thank all speakers that helped us make this event possible. Thank you so much to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his kind message for our organization and for this event. Eric Lee Rastre on behalf of Brahma Kumaris, Iona Pupa on behalf of Sahaj Yoga, Baldev Mutta on behalf of Punjabi Health Communities, Dr. Alex from USA, Dick, Shirley, Veronica, and Guillermo on behalf of Focolate Movement, and MP Peter Fonseca, MP Salma Zahid, MP Ikro Khalid on their kind words of support for the message of Adam Day. Dear all, we would also like to thank all the volunteers that dedicated their time and efforts to helping us this program to reach to you guys to everyone virtually today. Lastly, we would love to thank all of you, everyone who participated today in this program, the children of Adam and Eve, brothers and sisters, and those who believe in spreading the message of unity within diversity. And thank you all for that. We would like to invite you to participate yourselves and invite others, your friend and family, on our next annual Adam Day event, which is taking place again next year on August 10th. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you very much.
You.
So this is our program today. What a wonderful evening. What an auspicious evening. All the speakers, I have no words to say thank you, and I don't have the words to admire. Wonderful, awesome. And it's an honor to see different faith on one platform just to think about spread peace, how we can spread peace. That's amazing. Hope we will keep this up this year to follow up with you guys. Whoever joins us, please, if you want to express your experience with us, that how you felt after joining this event today, please share your experience with us. We will be happy to hear your comments, your reviews, your feedbacks. You can raise your hand and you can join us. Thank you. There are a few comments coming in the chat box, and that's Hafsa Arfin, mashallah. Thanks everyone for the beautiful and full of knowledge Adam's Day. Okay, now Merle is with us. Hey Merle, Amy. Hi. Good to see you guys. How are you?
We are well. We are well.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yes. It's an honor. It is an honor. It's quite an honor. And we want to say thank you to you, to Salman, to all who've worked so hard to bring this about. And I wanted to say that, could I share a couple of comments? Would that be okay?
That's perfect. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. What a refreshing contrast it is to see this expression of respect, peace, love, honor towards all people at a time like this when there's so much turmoil around us, so much animosity. It's just wonderful. I really applaud what you're seeking to do. There is one thing that we'd like to share as a gift to you here on this occasion of Adam Day, if we may, and this is a prayer coming from our faith. It's really a prayer to God for love, but it's also a prayer for understanding of who he really is, because it is as we understand who he really is, we understand who we are. We understand our value and how deeply loved we are. You know, we really can't love people unless we understand that we ourselves are loved. Well, this prayer is in the form of a song, and my wife is going to sing it. I'm going to try to sing with her, but we offer this to you as a gift tonight. Let there be love in our hearts. Let there be love in our eyes. May now your love sweep the nations. Cause us, O Lord, to arise. Give us a fresh understanding of brotherly love that is real. Let there be love in our hearts. Let there be love. Let there be love in our hearts. Let there be love in our eyes. May now your love
be love in our lives. Let there be love. Let there be love in our lives. Let there be love.
So thank you again for your kindness to allow us to participate, and God's peace to all of you. Masalama.
Alaikum salam. That was beautiful, very beautiful. Thank you so much, both of you. That's amazing. That's a clap from Salman, I guess. Yeah, we should clap on this. That's a very beautiful performance. Thank you so much. I would like to ask Shirley and Dick, and Veronica and Gilmore about your experience. This is the first time, as I know Mr. Ramirez, that's why it's hard for me to pronounce your name. Sorry about that. This is the first time I know that what your real name is. See, good to know that. If you can please share your experience, that what you learned, what was your experience with after today's event? I would love to hear that. Hey, you're muted. Yeah.
Now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Thank you. Again, you're unmuted. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You're muted. I can't hear you. Muted.
Thank you so much for everything, and we're humbled for all that it was shared. You know, ours, it was just a little grain of sand to add to amazing evening. Shirley said it, but I'm gonna give for her also to speak that it was a gift for us. It was a blessing for all of us. So thank you so much.
It was a really honor for us to participate, yeah, and a privilege, no? Yeah. And
same here.
You hearing all the rest of the panelists, yeah, you come to think of it that is more that what unite us that what divide us, no? So it's
we have to focus on that.
We have to focus on that. Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you.
We are humans.
Thank you so much, Sadaf. I'm gonna put Shirley and Dick so that you can see them. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Here we go.
There we are.
Thank you so much. They're sharing their tablet with us.
See, that's so nice.
Sadaf, it was so heartwarming. Everything that we heard truly from so many different people resonated within my heart, my soul. It is confirmed to me that there is the divine presence in every human being. And what we all seek and desire is what was so beautifully expressed in this whole evening: unity, harmony, peace, love, and how each of us is a gift to each other. So Dick and I, with Guillermo and with Veronica, are so grateful that we had the joy and the privilege, and as Guillermo said, the honor to be amongst all of you. And we thank every one of you all over, wherever you came from, all over the world, for the hard work and the love that went into preparing this whole evening.
I can only echo what Shirley just said, that I didn't profess and don't profess to understand everything, but I could experience and understand the love that was just radiant here. And I thank you for that gift.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor to have you all here. but not least, I would like to mention that our youth, I would like to thank our volunteers and youth especially, and they are John Sher, Talha from New York, Nurgul, and Soha. They are in school and university. They are having the exams. Some of them are not feeling well, but they were so dedicated that we feel that we are so lucky to have them. Keep it up. Thank you. Anybody else want to say anything? Thank you very much, everyone. So hope to see you next year. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.